So how many times did you heard that you need to customize your resume for each job application? Or for example, how many times did you heard that your resume should be only one page? I heard all this stuff a lot of times, and to be honest, none of this is actually true or working. In this video, my goal is to share with you the insights I captured regarding resumes based on the hundreds of applications I submitted and hundreds of times I chatted with recruiters about resumes. So you can make your resume better and you can stand out while applying for the jobs. To make this video really valuable for you, I transformed my own resume into the template so you can reuse it. You just need to fill out your information and save it as a PDF, and you can use it for applying to the jobs. This template helped me a lot. I got a lot of interviews and I got my current job thanks to this template. Now let's dive deeper into the template and discuss how to use it. First thing that recruiters are going to notice is your name and the title. So if you're not using this template in your own resume, use bigger font and bold font, so the recruiter will notice that immediately. Also, what is really important as well is phone number, links to your portfolio, email address, but I don't want to spend time on them right now, so we will move to the next section. Next section, which is really important, is professional summary. Make really short, maybe 1-2 sentence summary about yourself. For example, you can write something like, I'm a product manager with 5 years of experience in the fields like e-commerce, B2B SaaS, development tools. This will help recruiters to build the first impression about yourself. Next important piece is core competencies and skills. This is kind of a similar stuff, but what's the difference is that core competencies, it's general information about the knowledge you have. For example, if you're a product designer, you can have something like user experience design, user experience research, journey mapping, persona creation, and other similar stuff. But in the skill sections, you need to include hard skills. For example, the tools you know, the coding languages you know, maybe the methodologies you know. For example, again, if you're talking about product designers, you can include some information like wireframing, prototyping. Also, you can include, as I mentioned, the tools like Figma, Adobe XD, and others. So I hope this will give you an overall understanding what information to include into these both sections. Now let's talk about employment history. This is probably the most important section in your resume, and you want to make sure that it is clear, it's well organized, so recruiters can just scan through the text. They don't have a lot of time to read every bullet point and a description of your tasks. They don't have time to read everything you mentioned there, so they should be able to scan it through. In the employment history, first thing we would like to mention is the job title. A lot of people actually mentioning the company they used to work for, but if it's not a well-known company, it will not make sense. What is more important is your title. So if you used to work for company XYZ and your title was product designer, first thing recruiters should see is the title. After the title, you definitely can include like company name, like start date, end date, and type of employment. This is regular stuff for every resume. Next thing inside the employment history, what is really powerful in my opinion, is the job description. Just one sentence of what was your main responsibilities. It also can be really helpful. And after that, the bullet points. You can have 1 to 4 bullet points. Only thing you need to make sure that they are result oriented. By result-oriented, I mean that they bring any result that can be measured by numbers. I know that sometimes it can be hard to bring them up, but think deeper. Always there's something you've done. For example, if you're working for a startup as a product designer and you created the MVP, and after that startup raises some money in the seed funding, for example, you had a lot of contributions. If not your MVP or if not your designs, they won't be able to raise money. So include that information here. For the bullet points, I recommend to make them short, only one line, because again, recruiters don't have time to read all information. They want to read something really fast. And if it will be one short line, it will be really easy to scan through. And the formula for good bullet point is quite simple. It's action plus result. What you have done and what you have got. Just bringing back the example from startup. So bullet point can be designed the MVP for SaaS application, which raised $400,000 in pre-seed funding. This is actually a really good bullet point. And the same way, you can fill out the information about your previous role. Feel free to copy and paste this template and add as much as you can employment history. So in the employment history, what is really important is to show the most relevant job you used to work for in the top and the least relevant in the bottom. So make sure that you are following this rule. It is really important. And the last section in every resume, I believe so, should be the education. A lot of people recommend to put the education on the top, especially in the schools. Career services recommending students to put education in the top. But this is actually the worst advice you can get. Nobody actually cares about your education. Until you are not students from maybe top school like Stanford or MIT. Otherwise, people don't care. They would like to see your experience. That's the only thing that will help them to make a decision about next steps. Nothing else. For the education section, the most important piece is the major, the university, and the GPA. Other information like university awards or honors are not that important. You can include them, but I don't think that anybody actually cares. Other myth you might be heard of is that resume should be only one page and not more. But this is actually not true. If you have more than 5 years of experience, it sometimes can be really challenging to include all of your achievements into the one page. So I would say feel free to go to the next page, to the second or third page, but do not go over like third page. It can be too much as well. Another controversial opinion about resumes is that you need to customize your resume for each job applications. I'm somewhere in the middle regarding this opinion. I don't think so that you need to customize for every job applications, but I also don't think so that you need to apply with the one resume to all jobs. I want to share what I used to do. You know, when you're applying to the jobs, these jobs come from different industries. For example, one can be social media, another one can be healthcare, the third one can be technology. Don't apply with the one resume to the jobs from different industries. So the recommendation is having one resume per industry, because in the same industry, a lot of times job descriptions are kind of the same. They are looking the same information, they are looking to the same skills, so you can address them only once and you reuse this resume multiple times. I want to keep this video short, so 2 more points and we will finish it. I want to talk about resume writing experts. In my personal opinion and based on my personal experience, it's a complete scam. No offense to anyone, but I believe so that nobody will write your resume better than yourself. Nobody know your experience better than you. So what I would recommend is never pay for resume writers. I've done that once and I regret it a lot. It is much better to just sit down, take the pen and paper, write down what you actually done, write down some facts, write down some achievements, and try to come up with good bullet points. I know it is hard, but you can use AI to write these bullet points. Just share the achievements, just share the work you have done. In the natural language, write down, okay, I done this, this, and this. Help me to create a bullet point for my resume. And ChatGPT, for example, will do an awesome job. So you will have really good resume and you will save a lot of money. And as a closing thoughts for this video, I would like to let you know that you can use ChatGPT to get feedback on your resume. And sometimes you can actually ask it to tailor your resume to the particular job description, but make sure that it is correct. Do the fact check, because sometimes GPT can add some extra facts about yourself, which is not true. So fact check is really important. So in this video, my goal was to share with you the essentials of writing resume. I know there is a bunch of videos in the YouTube. They are all talking about different stuff, but in my opinion, the points I share with you is the most important. And just a summary, what we used to talk about. Make sure that your employment history almost in the top of your resume. In every employment history, use bullet points, which is action plus result, and put the education on the bottom. Nobody actually cares about your education. So beside that, use ChatGPT to get feedback on your resume, use ChatGPT to create new bullet points, but make sure to do the fact check that the bullet point is actually true and it is about yourself. Never lie in your resume. People will feel that. And last advice is use ChatGPT to tailor your resume to particular job descriptions. And one more time, do the fact check. It can sometimes add facts which is not true. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you like that, please click the like button and also click subscribe button. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, just any thought about my channel and this video, please leave the comment. Your input will be really valuable and will help me to grow this channel and help me to share my knowledge with others as well. One more time, thank you and bye.